Joe coming at you, and in this video I want to talk about New Year's resolutions, because we all say to ourselves every year, okay, it's a new year, I really want to get off to a good start, I'm going to make a resolution. So that's great, and I want to cover in this video mainly a resolution you might have about getting healthier, specifically to weight loss or weight management. I want to do one on fitness and how to get into exercise, because I think both are important, because, you know, break it down. To maintain normal weight, or to get to normal weight and maintain it, it's going to take those two things. It's going to be watching your fork and exercising, right? So it's a real simple formula. But let's go through. Let's talk in this series about, or in this video, about weight management, weight loss. So real simple. There's three things you want to do. 3 tips I'm going to give you. They're going to help you stay on track with your New Year's resolution. Number 1 tip, set SMART goals. What's a SMART goal? SMART goal stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. And in my life, I found when I set SMART goals, I was much more apt to be successful than if I didn't, because this strategy works. The S stands for specific. Specifically, what do you want to do? Well, I'll say this is January 1st. I want to, by March 1st, I want to be down, say, 20 pounds. Okay, so that's a specific goal. You want to lose 20 pounds. So you break that down to weekly amounts that you're looking to average to lose, and you can get to your goal, right? So specific. Measurable. How are you going to measure it? How often are you going to weigh yourself? Are you going to also do circumference, waist circumference, arm circumference? Are you going to measure yourself? How often are you going to measure, and how are you going to keep track? I would think it's going to be on a weekly basis. Next thing, achievable and realistic, 2 letters. I'm going to cover them both, because I think sometimes we set a goal that's really not achievable or realistic. Achievable might be, you say, well, you know, this is January 1st. By March 1st, 3 months, I want to lose 30 pounds. I'm going to tell you that's probably going to be doubtful, because the average weight loss has been usually found to be, with most programs, 1 to 2 pounds per week. I was able to do a tad better. My wife and I were able to do a tad better than the average on a commercial program that we also teach. You can find out more about that if you're interested at rxhealthyhabits@gmail.com, and we can certainly share how we got to normal weight and how we beat that number a little bit. It can be done. But anyway, achievable, realistic. Don't set something that's not achievable. Don't say, you know, I want to lose 5 pounds a week. You're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. So last thing, time bound. If you set a date for March 1st, when you get to that date, you have to look back and say, okay, what I do right, what I do wrong. If I did not reach my goal, if I only reach half my goal, what are some things I have to change? And then you reset it for another time down the road, so you can reach your goal. So time bound, very important. Next thing, number 2, you have to be able to come up with an increment of time that's going to work for you for your goals. I personally believe that a weekly goal is the best thing. Why? Because when it comes to weight, I weigh myself more than once a week, but week to week is what I track. So week to week, you want to be tracking that weight, but you want to be doing it more than once a week. But so I'm going to tell you, when it comes to exercise, we'll talk about this. I usually look at how many minutes per week that I get into exercise. That means some days, if I go 2 or 3 days because of some commitments and I can't exercise, it doesn't matter, because it's a weekly goal that I'm shooting for. Make sense? That's so set weekly goals, whether it be weight loss, weight management, so important. And then the last thing I'm going to tell you as a resolution, this is a big tip right here. Please do not buy into this mentality that you have to have cheat days. When you have a New Year's resolution, if you're going to resolve to get to a certain point and you got a time-bound, specific goal, it's going to be measurable. Cheat days are, I think, a bad thing, because cheat days become cheat weekends, and before you know it, you had 2 or 3 days, and you measure yourself on the scale, and you weigh yourself, and you're off, and you're like, why bother? So cheat days, bad idea. Now, indulging once in a while on a special occasion with a small portion of something, absolutely. What's life about if you can't do that? My challenge that I see with a lot of people is they really buy into this cheat day mentality. And just the word itself, cheat day, you're cheating yourself. So anyway, hope those tips help. All I can tell you is this. If you get to a point where you get to normal weight and you get your energy back, you get your stamina back, you get so many things back that maybe, like in my case, I had lost, I'm able to now do some things in my 60s that I couldn't do in my 40s. And I tell you what, I'd trade that any day of the week for a cheat day or a cheat weekend, because you can't believe the difference. And until you get there and experience it, I don't know how to get it across that it's going to totally change the way you look at food, the way you look at indulging and overindulging and overeating. It's going to change all that. So to your new year, I hope you have a very happy, healthy, and prosperous one. And more importantly, a very healthy one. From all of us at RX Healthy Habits, we wish you the very best in 2023. And as always, come to our website, rxhealthyhabits.com, and get on our email list. And I tell you what, some of the information coming out this year is going to be absolutely stellar. So until next video.